very interesting dynamic. I mean, this morning, let me break down for you what happened. President Trump appearing right on the North Lawn this morning. Nobody knew that this was going to happen, but it was him and I believe a bunch of park rangers and Secret Service members surveying the North Lawn. We weren't exactly sure at first why. And then he shouted to us that he was looking to install a big, beautiful flagpole, about a 100-foot flagpole on the North Lawn that he's going to pay for himself, by the way, both on the North and South Lawn, just surveying the area, seeing what he can kind of shift around, where he thinks he wants to put it exactly. And then he made his way over to the Palm Room doors, which is kind of by the press briefing area, and for those who don't know. And that area was then swamped with reporters. And that's exactly the video that you saw of all the reporters and members running to the Palm Room doors, trying to get the best spot where their microphones can get set up, their cameras and tripods and reporters to ask questions. But like you said, this is the most transparent administration, the most transparent and accessible president. He stopped for maybe about a good 3 or 4 minutes taking questions regarding tariffs, regarding what he was doing on the North Lawn, where he sees trade negotiations going with China and the EU, et cetera. So he spoke to all of us very nonchalantly. Anybody could just start shouting questions, and he was very friendly about it. So it was great. It was very funny. When you mentioned the reporters running, these are the same reporters that are not afraid to go on the air and just straight up lie about his accomplishments and all the things that he's
Yeah.
doing here at the White House. But they're so quick to run and get the best spot and beat everybody to it, to ask questions and get in the president's face. So very interesting dynamic, but never a dull moment here at the White House.
Speaking of the flagpole, I know you probably have a million questions that you would want to ask, but I would be very curious if you could get it asked. If President Trump pays for the flagpole, and then let's just say a Democrat gets elected in the future, will he take the flagpole back and say, hey, this is mine, I paid for it? Again, I know you have a million things to ask. I just think that would be a very interesting thing to know. The White House Correspondents' Dinner is coming up this weekend. It used to be this thing where kind of everyone would get together and whatever side of the aisle you were on, it'd kind of be a fun, lighthearted evening. Then people kind of started getting really upset because it really exemplified the uniparty in DC. And it kind of has gone back and forth with Biden, Obama, Trump. What do you think that's going to be like this weekend with the current dynamics between the administration and the media?
Yeah, well, I can definitely guarantee you that the president will probably not be attending because he'll be overseas in
Huh.
Rome for the Pope's funeral. So he's leaving Friday morning, we understand, to go over to Italy and attend the ceremony. But like you mentioned, there have been tensions in the past. We understand that the White House Correspondents Association hired this comedian who's a total Trump hater, and then canceled on the comedian. But it will be interesting. It's usually who's who in DC. It's kind of like everyone hosts different kinds of parties. New York Times, Axios, Politico, they'll all host after parties after this dinner. There will be rival dinners, from what I understand. Certain outlets, and maybe from what I understand, is Substack is hosting a party, I believe, as well this later this week to rival the White House Correspondents' Dinner. But celebrities attend, political junkies attend, all different kinds of media, mainstream media, legacy media. They'll all be there and kind of poke fun at the president or poke fun at other media outlets. I'm not entirely sure what it will look like this year, but I'm assuming it'll be all the same as it usually is.
Yeah, it used to be a very, very big thing and has now kind of
Mhm.
dwindled into almost nothing, just like the legacy
Yeah.
media has. Monica Page, Turning Point's White House correspondent, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much, Joe Bob.
Appreciate it.